we're gonna, what, 2008, 2009 or something, you were playing at the Cedar Cultural Center.
Yes.
Was that Axis
Axis
Mooney?
Mooney,
It
yeah.
was Axis Mooney, the jazz group, and so.
The night Wellstone died.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
right,
Oh.
that's right, yeah. And so,
My luck.
yeah, we were, Glenn asked me to come up with a poem. And so I'm gonna read the poem, and it's not my poem, it's by Juan Ramon Jimenez, who won the Nobel Prize in 1956. And then, you know, Glenn is going to move this into his composition, Cadiz, right?
Yep.
Yep, okay. And this is called The Odor of Jasmine. Oh, what a sadness in the odor of jasmine. Summer returns to burn the streets and darken the houses. At night, trickling rays of starlight weigh heavily on the eyelids laden with nostalgia. On the balconies, white, silent women linger until late at night, like phantoms. Sometimes the river sends up a tired breeze with romantic and unattainable music. Oh, what a sadness there is in the odor of jasmine. Pianos are open. There are warm glances everywhere. In the depths of each blue shadow, a passionate and liquid vision dissolves. Oh, what a sadness there is in the odor of jasmine. want to stay down there in Andalusia in southern Spain. Except I want to go back 1,000 years. There was a poet, Ibn Hazm, who lived and wrote these poems about what we consider 1022 of the Christian era. He wrote these love poems, and they're filled with desire, they're filled with love, they're filled with heartbreak. This is the love ran away from me. Ran away from me like the breeze. So I gave my eyes free rein. One lady continues out of reach, just ahead. Maybe if we meet when and where she least expects, she'll be more receptive. I kissed her once, just to ease my mind. But that thrill only increased my parching desire. My heart had become a crumbling, dried out bush. And then she threw a lighted match. So, Ibn Hazm wrote these fantastic poems of yearning and longing. There were no love poems in Europe at the time, and his was some of the first poems to go over the Pyrenees into what we call France today. And the troubadours were the first Europeans to write love poems about the deep love. They weren't writing war poems and praise poems for the king or for God or something else. They were writing about their loved ones. As she steps forward, she moves with balance and the grace of a jonquil. Her gems and jewelry have fallen into her lover's heart, where they vibrate, quiver, and sting. Her tread is like a dove's gait, neither too fast to be faulted, nor too slow to be a scandal. When love exists, all opposites, every mixed feeling, and every contrary thought sit in you. Why would you limit the heart's conflict with reasoning? Oh, love body without form, O never-ending accident of love, since you have appeared, you have lit up and unraveled those tangles given to us by religious know-it-alls. So Ibn Hazm, the love of his life, died at a very young age. He was in his early 20s and she was still a teenager. Her name was Nuam. And this is a poem about Nuam. Nuam came in a dream. I had just fallen asleep. The night ruled my room, and its shadows spread to every corner. Then Nuam came in a dream. Even though I remember her lying in her coffin, I saw her alive as she used to be. I saw her alive just as I used to see her. And we became lovers just as we used to. And our time came back just as it used to. And we loved one another just as we used to. And her return was sweeter than what we had before. Are you from the world of angels? Or are you human? I can't tell. My weary eyes are stunned. I see a human form, but as I look more deeply, your body seems from another world. Blessed be the God who puts balance and grace into creation. You are a beautiful, natural light. I don't doubt that you are a spirit drawn to us by the earthly mingling of our like-minded souls. I don't have proof, so to speak, that you are flesh and blood, except you are visible. And if I don't see a real person, I have to say that you are true, sublime reason. When they talk about reason, it's not rationality, it's the deep truth. So let's see. All right, I was gonna, since we're doing an improv here, I wanted to give some improv.
Switch golf clubs here.
Yeah. I want some improv from the audience, so. Julia, give me a page number, any number between 1 and 50.
39.
39. I'm going to pick a poem from page 39 of this book. This is improv.
Not yet.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I can't use 39 because it's a chapter.
Turn the page.
You can fit next to it.
Or 93.
What was that?
Yeah, there you go.
Show off a little.
Just turn the page, Tim.
Or just
Turn the
read
page?
the improv.
Oh, that one's 4 pages long. They don't need to do that
Try 93, just flip it. Do
one.
you have that?
93?
93, that's what she meant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just saw it upside down.
The guitars, goofy, and
okay.
all day long.
That one will work. Yeah.
See?
Actually, I wrote this
Chiron's
after we, Glen and I and David and the rest of us, where we used to meet in the garage. This is a poem that was about that time. This is entitled After an Evening of Singing and Tea. Yeah. When I arrive home, a moon shines above 2 tall spruce in the yard. Their shadows hang as dark as the mouth of the yet to come. From under the trees, a whisper calls, I'm here. Spruce cones and crooked twigs crunch between my boot sole. I step below the hanging boughs where the shadows are as thick as honey, and I answer you, I'm here too. Keep on doing that. That sounds good.
I didn't know what I was doing.
I know, that's the improv wonder. I wrote this poem with prompts from 2 paintings by the painter Vermeer. So I call this The Guitar Player with Pearl Earrings. I never kissed her cranberry lips. I only listened to the bees guarding her heart. She said to me, how long must I play for you? Shake off your shyness. I said, your smile is lightning across the sky of my heart. She said, your hesitation is a storm ready to rain on my zinnias. style. When Glen Helgeson strums his guitar. That's my improv. That's my improv. I changed Pedro Cortez to Glen Helgeson.
Pedro didn't know what he was doing.
When he strums his guitar, honey hives grow more frenzied. And if prairie dogs dive for cover, La Concha in her red sheer skirt dances with the fury of bison stampeding across a wooden bridge. Her calves dart in and out of other worlds. Sharks circle inside of her elbows. Although her breasts slump, her slight, plump belly quivers like lava in the sea. Her beautiful behind is a shivering peony, conjuring a thunderstorm. She is an Egyptian tiger who glares at us, then grins from Mount St. Helens lap. When you get those good flamenco dancers, Wendy comes pouring up out of the earth.
What did you say, Twende?
Twende is the earth spirit.
I know what Twende is,
Yeah.
I just wasn't verifying it.
Oh, it's the dark earth spirit.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know her.
Yeah. Let's see, okay.
Are we still in flamenco,
I'm just thinking, is that,
or are we going somewhere else?
I'm just trying to figure that out, whether, because I really.
Once you start those flamenco chords, there's no going back.
Okay, we'll keep on those flamenco chords, all right?
No, that's why I was warning you.
No, I felt like I wanted to go there, but I was trying to think of a good poem to do that.
Oh, okay. I'll just shut and play right there.
Yeah. I wrote this after my son was he rolled my pickup, okay?
The pickup rolled him.
Of course, he told me that he was trying to avoid a deer that was running across the gravel road.
Right.
He was taking the corner a little too fast on a gravel road. That's what happens when you're 16 years old.
And he was okay?
Oh yeah, he had his seatbelt on, thank God. It just rolled. And he got the other farmer to tip it back up, but he drove it back So
I love that he called the farmer, not you.
I was at work yet.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Tell somebody else.
But I got home about the same time, and this is that poem, so. Yeah. You know, sometimes my heart is a bear. sleeping in a culvert beneath a country road. Sometimes it's a cucumber, slowly swelling until its prickles fall off. Jesse drives up in the pickup. The cab roof is crushed. The driver's door is crinkled. And the windshield shimmers like chainmail. Sunlight pours over his shoulder. I see his dark, frightened face. And my heart splits open like a grape in the sure beak of an elegant bird. That was my nervous system. You know, that's exactly. So let's see. You know, the wild woman said, love is an invisible ocean without shores. Wise people don't swim in it. But the singers in our room said, let's get wet. I said, to hell with that, let's swim. But the old man among us whispered and reminded us, just sink into the ocean of love.
What are we at now? No, I don't mean, just say time wise, vibe-wise.
Vibe-wise,
Need a vibe.
how about another love poem?
Okay. Glad I asked.
Yeah, nice and morning time waking up. Love.
Give me a minute to get
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Not looking up.
You just cue me when you want me to start. In the large-heartedness and non-thinking way of sleep, in the twilight before dawn, something wants me to remain happy and lazy as I reach to touch you. across whatever distance we've made. Whether we kissed goodnight or rolled pitifully away from one another, I always loved you in the morning. After sleep has discarded reason and flushed all of the logic of your limits and mine, I can't hold back my hand. But the alarm rings and the sun burns off the fog. Our other lives rouse us from bed. Beyond the bedroom, we hear quarreling wrens. Two red roosters and the neighbor's grain dryer starting its roar. Real short one. Just keep that other one going a little bit shorter. Tonight, ugly chrysanthemums of smoke spewed from the bug-eyed, flare-nosed gargoyle in my heart. Forgive me. Forgive me. Back to Ibn Azim. You're a gazelle like the full moon. You're the sun breaking above the dark clouds. You've inspired love in my heart with your contagious stares. And your body is as beautiful as a straight branch. I've humbled myself to you with foolish naivete. I've yielded like someone crazed by love sickness. So come to me, darling. in the appropriate way. I don't want to be with you in a forbidden way.
Good times.
What's that?
It's like old times.
Yeah. So,
We were really lucky. We got to meet at Robert Bly's carriage house for
25 years.
25 years. Robert would come down and talk to us. He'd say things like, "You guys are all fools.
Yeah.
You're rudderless."
New beavers.
Yeah.
I think this was the first, this is the first thing we ever recorded.
I don't know if it was the first.
Well, it was the first time in your house in Golden
Oh.
Valley. So, it may have been the first time we actually did this deliberately. And so it's gonna be our last thing for tonight.
Beaver's building his house.
That's right.
Stand up and read this.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Oh, sure. You bet. Yeah. Beaver's too young. Built a lodge in the wrong place. In the deep trees, under the forest spread, much too near the highway. They cut the saplings properly. And they wove a tight dome at high water. 3 tunnels curled up to the high dens where they matted the grass for comfort. Then the flood receded. They built again, further out, among the cattails in deeper water. They built again, branch by branch. They built a new lodge and a home. This is the way to live. Dive into the swamp. Emerge with a sweet root. Live your life with joy, having built in deeper water. Helgeson.
Thank you for listening. Thank you. And thank you to Tim and Dallas for making this possible to the community.